Good morning. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, to bring you messages of direction towards our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and the planetary aspects surrounding us. This message is timeless and energy is cyclical, so trust that whenever you find it is when you're meant to. And thank you in advance for sharing your energy with me by subscribing to the channel so that the messages align with you more energetically. And if you find anything contained in today's message that resonates with you, please show me that by hitting that like button to let me know and leaving a comment. You can learn more about me and how to book a personal reading. The link is on my homepage. So, good morning, everybody. How are you? We got all the J's starting us off. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Jennifer, Judy, Josie. Hey, Miss Peg. Good morning, guys. Let's see what our gratitude message for today is. Enjoy the little things. For one day, you may look back and realize they were the big things. And that is a quote from Robert Brault. Okay, it's going to be our gratitude today to even thank the small things. We look back and think, boy, wasn't that a bigger message than we originally thought, which is what I'm feeling in today's energy. It's a little perplexing, and I'm still kind of reeling with the connections of the synapses firing and going, okay, this is a big deal. We're having to look here. So let me tame my excitement here for just a second so I can tell you what I'm seeing here for today. So it is a life path 9 day. And remember, we have 9 life paths total. So that is when the Hermit stands atop the mountain, right? In the traditional decks, he's holding his lantern out with the star inside of that on his reflection. And in the Light Seers deck, she's meditating and she's even in, I never noticed this before, she's in pajamas. So this might even be a realization coming up to us in a dream state, this aha moment. And I'm noticing that her dream or her lantern is there. So while I've never interpreted this card before in this way, it's the realization is already been found and the higher elevation is achieved, and there's no more studying as far as the why, like this deep reflection period, right? I feel like because the lantern is sat down, there's no more, not no more, but there's just not the urgency to ask why and figure something out. We're going back to self. It always starts back at 1, right? So with the 9 energy resetting to a 1 tomorrow of that new beginning, um, this is the moment of deep knowing is what it feels like. I was getting the first cut is the deepest, and it feels like this is a release of the hardest attachment we've ever had to detach from, no matter how old that is, guys. It could be even as far back as 1998, as far as we know. So, why I started getting really excited as I was writing, the very first thing after the date, the angel number, all the things that I start off with, I wrote down finding what was once lost, the realization. And we're no longer in that bellyachy energy of, why me? Why did that not work? We know and we get it. It is the path of the hidden truth with today's date, Monday, April 14th, 2025, adding up to a 27. 2 plus 7 is our 9 of the Hermit. Now, what was really interesting, and I can't remember a time that I've seen it yet, I'm going to go look at it, but I want us to kind of look at all the 9 years that have passed by, either starting here. Okay, 27 years ago was 1998. Let me know what happened then, because it was also adding up to a 27. And if you've been with me for a hot second, you know that the date addition that we get for the angel number, when I look back to the number of years ago, or if whether the 27 is a 27th of the month for you, whether that was when we were 27 years old, whatever year that was for you. 27 years ago was 1998. This date does not tend to coordinate with the addition of the current date. So both of these are 99s, right? This 27, they add up to 27. So we get a 9 and a 9. We've been seeing that 99 for quite a while. I would say at least the last 3 weeks. And with today's date of the 14th, being temperance energy, I see that as the puzzle piece to our peace, finding what was once lost, this realization. And that has either been since we had the nodes in the Aries and Libra axes since July 17th of 23, and then the Libra eclipse, the new moon eclipse that was then revealed at the full moon on Saturday. Eclipse is a cut, right? A sever, a push out. So it's going to kind of drive, it's just driving me, it's stuck in my craw here a little bit. So I wrote down, the next thing I wrote was what has been found, what's been understood, released, realized, explained, shifted, concluded, surrendered, okay, since those time periods. And if we look back on all the 9 year cycles of our life, can we journal today or sometime soon about every 9 year? There had to be a culmination, a peak, a top of the stairway kind of feeling before we are resetting to the new beginning year the next year. So, what was this first cut? This first cut is the deepest, and we're finally healing that because we understand we can't stay there. Like, what is the purpose of it? Especially if it's painful. Why would we stay there? And then I wanted to look up this angel number 27 because I don't remember that happening, guys. I don't remember ever writing that in my notes, and I don't ever want to say ever. It's just that I don't recall it, that having that synchronicity. So let's take a look. I want to see what 27 is. Yeah, I just wrote down, I couldn't remember when or if those dates matched up like that. And I wrote down this 27 is really important for some reason, this 9 energy. And it does thread back through when we look at Saturday and from Thursday, even when we had the moon void, of course, in Virgo, and that was opposing, or that 180, that was opposing Mercury in Pisces at 9 p.m. At 9 and all the way through here, 9 p.m., we had Mercury conjunct the North Node in Pisces. And then these were at 27 degrees, you guys, both of them. And in addition to that, I had 2 different accounts. Chandy Planner had this happening at 9:11 p.m., which is the light worker angel number. Your light is needed. The AstroSeek website had it at 9:12, 1 minute difference. But what was interesting about that is that military time would have been 21:12. That palindrome, which would have been a 33. 3 times 3 is 9. This balance energy, then the moon moved into Libra. So all this is culminating up to that. And this conjunction here with Mercury and North Node is the third time and final time of 2025 that is going to happen. Okay. And on Saturday's Cosmos, of course, we had the Chiron Cazimi conjoining with the sun, Chiron and the sun lighten up. We had the pink moon, pink full moon in Libra, the balance of the head and the heart. This 23 degrees, 19 minutes. 19 is the sun. 23 is 5 of change. And then we have Venus moving direct at the energy of 10, 11. So the 11 energy of justice and balance. Love moves direct. Big deal. So I didn't get a chance because I was like, okay, I need to stop writing here and get on the live. Okay. So the ninth chakra is our soul code chakra. Okay, wow. So 27, life plan. Align your life plan with your soul plan. This is not a number I've picked up on before. I would have had a date here. I track the dates of when those numbers come in. I'm certainly going to note it for today. But your angels want you to reflect and consider deeply what it is you want in life versus what you think you should do. Create alone time for yourself today without people or technology. So, going within the path of the hermit, ask yourself what you want and free write about it in a journal without judgment. Okay, so I was wanting us to journal today and go through and just go backwards to all of the 9 years, all of the years that totaled 9. I'll include those in my post today so that you don't have to do the math. I'll put those in there because I already have them written out. I just have to find where I put it in my journal. But this is, like I said, it's getting in my head here. So there's something happened. We're aligning with our soul plan. We are releasing this first cut that is the deepest. We're seeing the pattern of how that first cut has then played out repeatedly in our one-to-one relationships of our life. And we've had the nodal shift before. It happens once every 18 years, right? That the North Node is in Aries, South Node is in Libra. That's a pretty big deal. Once every 18 years, and 18, 1 plus 8 is a 9. There's something here, guys. Let's figure it out. Okay. Angie on the case. Let's go. What is a Rush album, Kath? Hey, Miss Monique. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. What's the blue origin? I don't know what that is, but anyhow, I'm all for everybody just like throwing as I'm speaking about this, just whatever's coming up for you. Um, tune into that intuition, whatever's coming up for you intuitively. It doesn't matter how silly it is because someone is going to resonate with it. We might be playing off of each other as we do when we play every morning here, Monday through Friday. We play together and co-create these messages. Now, today's sun energy, we're getting ready to shift over to 26, but today, this morning, right before I got on, the sun is at 24 degrees 50 Aries, which we round to a 25. And this is a double promise, envisioning what we hope to experience. And I wrote Manifestation 101 because first is the vision. And this does not include, we've already reflected on the past. So there's an enlightenment state that has been reached before. This confusion element, no longer allowing ourselves to be imprisoned by the murky whys. right? That attachment, there's a big release of attachment. Love has moved direct. No more confusion, especially with Neptune, the planet of illusion and dreams, getting into a fire sign where it doesn't enjoy itself. It'll be there for 14 years. It's like we're seeing those cuts in a different way for the first time, and we're embodying that knowledge and we're using it to move forward into this new dream, envisioning what we hope to experience moving forward. Then, when we have that vision, we are manifestation next step would be to get into the feeling of it, right? How do we want to feel in those life areas? We could go through our whole entire chart and look at all the houses. How do we want to feel in our first house of self? How do we want to shine? How do we want to shine for others? Right? And house number 2, our self-esteem building. How do we want to experience our own confidence and the building of our self-esteem and releasing these old pains and these old lies of, what we can't do? All it takes is getting into the feeling of us doing it. And then those manifestations. This is manifestation abilities speeding up. We are tapping in to our original soul code, you guys. So this feels like a very big deal to me here. I don't know about you guys, but it feels big. Breaking news, breaking news. So let me know what you are thinking about that. Well, good morning, Miss Monica. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, Monica is my beautiful friend of many, many years. And please make sure you're welcoming her. I all know you always say hello to our folks joining us for the live. So again, thank you. Good morning, Liz. Hi, guys. Oh, hi, cutie yourself. Okay. So let's see. I just grabbed my ISIS stack. I don't pull this out. And actually, I think the last time I may have even pulled out might have been for Monica. This is kind of my private deck. I think I've maybe used it once online, one time. It's pretty significant. It goes pretty deep. They have some chants and some mantras. They have meditation prayers that are really deep. And I've done one, and boy, was it powerful. And I kind of, not that it was scary, I just knew that it was powerful, and I hadn't done one since. And that's been quite a while ago. So I'm very curious to see here what I open that. Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. I've never seen this card in this deck. I've had it for 2 years, and again, I rarely pull it out. This is reminding me of the flower. It has these little loops around the edge. Let me see here. So see how this is the flower of life depiction? It feels like a safety net that is kind of catching us and bouncing us back up. Like, you guys ever remember jumping on a trampoline, right? Or if we were walking a tightrope and we fall and you see them kind of bounce, and it's like, but it's pushing us back up into our original soul's code. The healing chamber, the dark healing chamber, healing what is dark. And see this cup, this feminine energy, the point on the triangle is down. Lady of the Stars, priestess of Sirius. Okay. It does feel serious, that's for sure. I'm gonna take that split. The dark healing chamber. Okay. Temple of Black Obsidian. Now, these are not in order, so I will have to look it up. Let's see, the Temple of Black Obsidian, page 174. That is an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is the opposition, the hanged man energy, the 180, the aha, the enlightenment. Okay, 174. The dark healing chamber. I'm going to pull this up in case you would like to screenshot that for meditation later. Beloved initiate, the most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. Wow. That is the sacred purpose of any enemy within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. The Temple of Black Obsidian is a ruthlessly honest place of raw love and healing, truly profound and lasting. Deep relief and transformation can occur here. Black obsidian is protective and revealing. It will prevent harm from external or internal forces, but will also reveal that which has been lurking in the shadows of the self, trying to avoid being brought out into the open for fear of condemnation. The biggest challenge we face in entering the Temple of Black Obsidian is our own unwillingness to love and accept all parts of us. So we do have the moon solidly in Scorpio. We are at 11 degrees, 35 minutes. So, of course, the 11 of balance and justice, the Libra energy I was talking about there at the bottom of my notes, the head and heart balancing, the integration and acceptance of all parts of ourself, the aha, what has been unraveled, what is now understood, what is realized, what is explained, what is shifting, what are we concluding, what are we surrendering to. Eighth house is diving deep. It's a house of secrets. It's a house of sex. It's the house of other people's money. It's chunky money. It's pennies from heaven. So if we are uncovering this hidden truth for ourselves regarding one-to-one relationships since July of 23, this is the flag, right? The white and black checkered flag of the finish line. Love direct, love on the rocks, ain't no surprise. Pour me a drink and I'll tell you some lies. What lies have we been telling ourselves about attachment? What has been stuck in our craw? What needs to be emotionally, mentally, physically released with this full moon energy? It's still here. What needs to be severed with an aha for our protection and for our ascension? What do we no longer need to be asking why about? What can we set down and just accept and surrender to? I don't need to know the why of that. If I haven't figured it out yet, it's okay. The initiate who is invited to enter the Temple of Black Obsidian enters into his or her own shadow, the part of us that is hidden from our own awareness and is usually only experienced in relationship to others, quite often as projection. What I'm telling us. Wow. Lady Isis, as the dark priestess of the Temple of Black Obsidian, invites you now to confront the parts of your own ego that you have denied previously. Why? Because in doing so, you will gain more freedom, come to know yourself more wholly, and you will find that life experiences, opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that you have not been able to reach will suddenly be available to you. The gold, look at this card, the gold soul star chakra. realigning with our soul's code. This is what this is talking about. The dark chamber coming out of the cave, coming out of the cave we feared to enter because we knew that it held the information that we seek. It always does. And this energy is showing up for the people who've entered the dark cave and are no longer asking, why me? They're surrendering to, I know, even if I don't have that aha moment yet, that this is for my best and highest good. And I move forward so that I can shine my light. I have a job to do. If you are here, you are shining your light for others. Simply by your own healing, you are doing the light work because your light emanates outwards. And that is what brings healing to others, right? So, Isis will assist you in preparing for this journey by encouraging us to not allow ourselves to become our own worst enemies. Most of the fear we have before the dark chamber of healing is the fear of our own self criticism and rejection. Isis declares that readiness for the dark chamber requires a willingness to exercise non judgment, compassion, and a readiness to accept the self in all expressions. We all have light and dark. We have to accept those about ourselves and love them anyway. Judge not, lest be judged ourselves. To safely enter the dark chamber and be healed, we must be prepared to give ourselves love unconditionally. That was my reading Saturday. Loving ourselves first. How deeply, and be honest, how deeply have we fallen in love with ourselves? Are we the person that we would want in a partner? That's how we attract partnerships of all kinds. Are we the sister? Are we the lover? Are we the best friend? Are we the actual business part? Whatever kind of partnerships, that's what the whole North Node shift. This was a big lesson, and I feel like it's been the biggest 9 reset of our lifetimes thus far. This is a big deal. We must be able to recognize judgment that we hold towards ourselves, not as truths, but simply as old patterning. This is why the successful initiation of the dark chamber is a truly advanced stage of soul development, the gold soul code chakra today. The heart has become willing to love unconditionally, and the initiate must be able to witness feelings that arise with kindness and acceptance, but not fall into them overwhelmed, crushed, or deflated by any darkness found within. It is worth the challenge because finding peace from pain, self criticism, self doubt, fear, and self judgment through healing in this temple is a gift beyond measure. You're outside of the temple. Whoa. This, my hands are buzzing. There is a ritual here. It's pretty long. I think I'm going to be called here to do a separate healing ritual. Liz is here. Maybe even she'll help me put it together. But I mean, it's 4 pages of us how we can, if we're really struggling still, guys, to release this first cut is the deepest. If we're really still struggling to release attachment to whatever outcome we wanted to have, or whatever we wanted a person to be, or however we wanted a business venture to turn out, how we wanted our family life, whatever it is. I'm gonna include this today. That's what I'll be doing for us today. And look at this beautiful lavender, even here at the top, the connection to the third eye, feminine energy, cup, receiving, moon energy, surrender. This is where we're going. This is where we're coming from. Lady of the Stars. All last week was all about the 17, the stars, the lemniscate, the balance. This is like a last little component here, it feels like, for help of anyone that needs kind of help crossing over into this new energy, and understanding that this is bigger than just my own vibrational frequency. Me increasing my frequency is, no pressure, helping the entire planet. You're here for a reason today. Wow, guys. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. I don't even know what cards to use for today. This is pretty deep. I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna go with my first step. Let's see what we got here on the split. Look at that. Right hand. Moving from 5 to 6 swords progression, the first cut is the deepest. How have we self-sabotaged? How have we lived in shadow of just wanting to win for winning's sake? And this is an energy of nobody wins. When your energy is low, you don't win. When your energy is low vibration, nobody around you wins. When we're stuck in melancholy, this is us surrendering to spirit, guiding us on the way out, back toward our soul's code of love. The highest vibrational frequency is love. That's all there is. Judgment is not love, self-judgment especially. What do we hope to experience? Envisioning what we hope to experience. That's how we start the manifestation. Can we get it down on paper? What is your genie in the bottle wish? I guarantee if you lined up 100 people and you said you can have anything you want right now, can you answer within that first second? Or would you hem and haw and go, well, I don't know. Would we say it's something 3D? Would we say, $1 million? Okay, well, be careful with that. We don't want a million deer showing up on. So it's honing in our manifestation skills, using the energy cycles of the moon, and no longer coveting what we were so clinging on to. This attachment, release of the hardest attachment. The first cut is the deepest, so that we can get back to our Queen of Pentacles. We're finding the puzzle piece, temperance, to our peace. We are alchemizing lead into gold. Here's communication from spirit. Here's our boundaries, and here's our balance, and here's our there it is. And there's the wish. All at the split of the deck, just like this little baby was. I have never even seen that card. I don't pick up that deck. I know how powerful it is. And it does feel a little intimidating to work with that deck. No longer just flying off the seat of our pants, taking action with passion very, very quickly without thinking. This is just the orange sacral chakra. And now we know that we have to envision what we want to experience. We have to feel it. We have to balance it out. This world energy has been all over the place. 2112 being that reverse, the mirror energy, the one-to-one experience with others, looking at our fears, our attachment. The first cut is the deepest. Okay, I did not expect all this today. It's too early. Devil energy, fighting back on those fears. Oh my God, just this is such a huge energy of healing. This feels so final. This feels so final. 1010, the 10/2/2024 eclipse, the new moon in Libra has now culminated to the full moon. This is the final energy of finding that balance within. Queen of Pentacles again, making our way to our senior queen, realizing we look back and see the little things, how we built up our strength, how we are taming our shadow, how we are taming our inner beast and not just staying down because of it. We're not letting it kill us. We're letting it make us stronger. And again, we said last week, it might really piss us off first. That's why that quote is said. The truth will set us free, but first it's going to piss us right off. Wow. Well, welcome back. Is it Milky? You can't thank you for being here again today with us. Wow. The dark healing chamber to the light of the moon. No longer feeding the wolf of fear. And look at this Scorpio, this well, that would be Cancer or Crab, but I saw Scorpio, so take the Freudian slip. I mean, it's all water energy. It might be a Scorpion. No, that's a Crab. I saw Scorpion first, Scorpio moon. Okay. Yep. 13, the energy that is the sister energy for the Emperor, which would be Scorpio energy of rebirth, transformation, the 8th house that I was talking about. High priestess energy, because we went deep, because we've transformed. The post I put up yesterday was a huge butterfly. The 17 of the star energy, the 8 of strength. Chariot, moving forward, looking at our shadow and our light. The riddle of the Sphinx is being solved. Wow. Okay. All right, guys, let's go. You're coming up as 3 of Pentacles, building anew. This can be a group project. This can be counseling. This can be help. I feel like we're all a group here working together to solve this riddle of our lives, right? The puzzle of the Sphinx. Why are we here? What is our purpose? We've got to heal that energy because we are needed here. It's go time. It is go time. It is go time. 6 of Wands, victory after a long battle of building, of building, of building. Opportunity again, Queen of Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles is our middle step towards the Empress. We've already stood on the 9th pentacle, the 9th step of the Hermit energy. The graduating, or the Queen, she's getting ready to graduate high school here. She's the senior of the 4 queens. Are you ready to graduate? Are we ready to leave this old thing behind? We saw the Knight of Wands. I see it it's mine here of the king, is who sent that night out in the past. What did you want to build? And you started doing that. The heart of the reading, yes, the first cut is the deepest. What is the hardest attachment of our life that we have to face releasing, or that we see now has been driving our energy and causing confusion all along? The dark healing chamber. It's time to come out of the chamber to the light of the sun. We're entering this period of victory. We are entering this period of nurturing. This is being flush with self-love. This is all the 4 lessons of the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. She's ready to graduate. She's ready. Look at her looking down on this pentacle. What do I hope to experience? What do I want? And have I released attachment to whatever I thought I wanted that kept me stuck in this dark chamber for so long? What kept me from entering the cave of fear? What kept me from looking at my shadow? We're doing that, and we're building now in a new way. We're building from a place of healing. We're building from not of a place, like I said in the very beginning, not in the place of looking back and checking out our lantern. Am I still aligned to that? Am I still looking, really trying to shine the light and go, why? This is energy that's pushing past that to rise up. We are coming out of the healing chamber. We are no longer allowing that wolf of fear to lead us by the nose. This has been a long, hard road, but we started at the 3 and the opportunities already the 9. That's like a quantum leap. It's a chutes and ladders kind of energy. Here's the work. So if the opportunity is here in the near future, you're at a 3 today, just for an example. Very soon, we're becoming an expert. We're focusing on our desires. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Do we know what we want to experience? We certainly are not manifesting from a place of pain. We have manifested from a place of truth, this aha moment, this Chiron, this healing Kazemi Saturday at noon that showed us the 180, the 12 of the Hanged Man. Pisces energy. Light workers activate. Form of. What is that going to be in your world? What does that look like? What is the block? Not ending the cycle. It's time. This card is already in an upright position. And when it's on the board, we have the chance opportunity to write it. If for us, we haven't started this new foundation, this group effort of light work, the understanding that if the only way I do light work is to heal my own shadows and come out of the hermit energy, come out of that top, come out of just continuing to look. Now's the time to take action. We don't need to look anymore. What Spirit wants to know, victory comes, like I said, through love, through the lens of love. All you need is love. Love direct, universal balance, Love direct, victory after a long battle of loving all the parts of ourselves, seeing what pain has led us by the nose and brought us where we are right now. Outcome with quickness here, truth. So the King of Swords sends the knights. So all the kings send the knights to do their bidding. We're working on what is the truth of our passion. What do we hope to experience? And we start building on that by manifesting, using that high priestess energy, getting into the feeling. Only the Queen of Pentacles knows how to do that. She's a very deep feeler. She's already learned all the lessons of the three queens before her. And now she puts them into 3D action by speaking her truth and by fast forward movement. I'm going to extend towards her passion right here. I see it. I want it. It's mine. What is it? With feeling. I thought it. I envisioned it. I set it to the universe. I wrote it down. Whatever I've learned, I've put it in a sword's energy in some way. Learning, thinking, speaking, writing, teaching, talking, delivering love. Because it is the fastest manifester of all. That is what leads us to victory in our own balance. We have tamed the beast. I just can't with this. You guys, I swear, every time. This, no more hemming and hawing at the beginnings. It's the triangle. It's the three. It's the trine. Completion. The 9 is completion. Right here. 9 to Queen to Empress. Graduating past just the 9 of Pentacles and being a pillar in our society, being, respected, admired for our knowledge. This is now teaching. The Queen of Pentacles enfolds everyone around her. She nurtures everyone around her. She shares what she knows. We're not keeping this a secret. The victory is within the esoteric knowledge. There's our chariot moving forward, teaching fast forward movement, fast forward movement. This alignment of head and heart, only the soul drives the chariot, no reins. Queen of Pentacles. In the past, confusion, not understanding who's the giver, who's the taker. I see it, I want it, it's mine, but just taking what we were given. Did we understand what 3D energy and there's an exchange here, right? You don't get something for nothing. If I accept this because I wanted it, what does this person want in return? What does that job want in return? Put it towards the context that fits for us. Heart of the reading. What is the environmental energy around us all about? Manifesting. This is seeing the ship coming into port. Love direct, universal balance, light workers unite. Just my own healing is my light work. Nothing else is expected. What happens from there, only our hearts could even imagine. Because when we always come from a place of love, think about when your heart was young. Think about when your heart felt free, when you just played to play. Before this heartbreak, before this attachment, before our rumination of wherever our passions led us that didn't work out. We were just attached to outcome. And the sword of truth is moving forward now, the aha, the light bulb. This is a special energy, guys. I cannot remember a time that the date added up to the same number as the number of years ago did. This is about, we're in a 9-year of completion. In the near future, when you are working diligently towards light, that's how you know you're doing something right. You get pushback. People don't like it. There's jealousy, strife, competition. There's trying to get to the top, one person being the showboater, the ball hog. Okay, that's what's outside of us. Keep your nose down, nose the grindstone. This is fueling this energy here. It's around him. Does he look bothered to you? He, she, doesn't matter. It's an energy. Don't be bothered. This is such a fast, fixed, stubborn energy. We did also see the 5 of Swords. Okay, so the 5 of Wands may be competing here too. So-and-so has more. I feel like it's the end of that. It's about unity. How can we collaborate? How can we work as a team? The situation is something you already know, whether we're speaking it or not, you know you're moving towards victory. You know you're moving towards your Empress status. You've already hit the 9th step. You're floating up past the 9th step. You don't need to ask why anymore. Not another damn day are we going to be stuck back in this. Not another day. What in the past, what was the block of us ending a cycle? You know, standing our ground, pushing back on an ending because no, I wanted it to end this way, or I wanted this person to say this. I wanted that marriage to turn out this way. Good luck with that. That's not, if the energy is doing its universal Drano thing and we have not balanced within our own selves, this is the culmination of when the universe goes, I cannot stand in balance. Any endings we were pushing back on was the block. Environmental energy, here's the offer, what Spirit wants us to know. They're both pages coming at something with a beginner's mindset. Okay, starting with fresh new eyes. After a door has closed, here's the new door. Let's look at this attachment with love. How can I understand the lesson of what that pain taught me? And now I move forward with my truth very quickly, not just truth, but passion towards my own balance of looking at my own shadow, of balancing myself, healing very quickly. The aha helps us balance very quickly. These 3 swords here, this is past energy, and look at how kind of there's someone kneeling here. There's a giver and a receiver, just like in that 6 of Pentacles. It looks like someone of authority. There's something that held authority over you, this attachment. That's what was holding you hostage in your own life. This conflict, we were letting the conflict in our mind about this attachment distract us from our work, of our truth, of our passion, and our balance. We're ready to take this 10 swords and grab that sword. The 4th sword in the traditional decks is always underneath this healing energy, whatever stabbed us in the heart. We gave authority and power. We gave our authority and power over. Last Friday, that rose reading, and roses have been showing up. Oh, now there goes my ear. How are we changing the lens of love? How has our old perspective taken authority that it's painful, that it's always going to hurt? We need to see the lens of love through a new perspective. And I said, I need us to get up off our knees from that Ten of Swords. That was what Spirit wanted us to know. Now it's the center of the reading. She had a veil on. I said, I need Miss Havisham to get out of that house. I need the cleaning crew to come through and wipe away all of the cobwebs. Let this go. You are not the experience that happened to you. That was part of your experience. That is not our identity. We need to heal whatever we gave authority over to, whatever took us down to our knees, and we just resolved, well, that's the way it's going to be forever. Bullshit. I'm sorry. Grab the sword. It's time for love. Peace returning. Our heart needs to overflow again, pouring back into ourselves. We're coming out of the cave. We're enlightenment. We're finding peace over what this attachment was. Look at that. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Passion and love. Fueling us forward, moving quickly through healing. Four of Wands. He's got the sword. He picked it up. We're converting this. Ace of Cups, our heart's cup, is fueling this passion, this new passion, fueling balance, putting down the dang burden. Again, Stairway to Heaven. Front of the album cover, Hermit's on the inside. Double album. Double promise. Wow. This is the bustle in your hedgerow. This is the spring clean from the May Queen. Beginner's mindset, double pages, double promise. Environmental energy is offering this spiritual enlightenment to you right now. Coming out of the temple of black obsidian, it's time to come out of the healing chamber. It's time to get up off our knees. It's time to stop giving our authority over to something else. It's time to stop carrying this. Here's what the page is offering. Wow. And shit gets real. Tower energy is Mars, Scorpio, Aries. I knew that was going to be there. Divine timing. Everybody's when is this going to happen? When are they coming? When we stopped asking when in this enlightenment energy. Are you ready to stop asking why and rebuild from a place of a beginner's mindset to get what it is that you've wanted all along? It's going to require cracking a few eggs, this balance. It might even be shocking. I had that, what is this called? A lightning bolt flash in my dream again, second time. Our own divine timing is our healing. Divine timing means when we grab this sword and not a minute before. Not only are you grabbing the sword, You're taking off like, you know, hell on fire, right? Hell on wheels. It's so fast, you guys. That's what I was feeling in the energy. It's like, boom. Okay, well, I can't leave this down here. So if we have the Ace of Cups fueling the Ace of Wands, then we would have the 10 of Wands fueling. I mean, look, you can't make it up. Our justice, our balance, the full moon in Libra. We set down the burden. We come out of the Hermit's dark cave of healing very quickly, moving forward with our truth, fueled by the Ace of Pentacles. Here comes the knight. It's the most loyal knight. It's the only knight that makes his destination. What Spirit wants you to know is this is on offer to you through a lens of love, seeing love from a different perspective. That first cut was the deepest for a reason, but we stayed attached to it. We stayed too long at the party. We stayed too long in the woe is me. Not anymore. This is the universal shove. And we've got our Tower, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. These are all upright. Tower fueling this shock, this surprise. We might have to bust up what we've already accumulated, acquired. The 10 of Pentacles is the root of connectedness. This is our tree of life. Every single root, there's a branch that's getting rerouted here with this Tower. The tree, the whole in our, we are not destroyed, just a limb that was attached to the past. We're no longer attached to whatever that attachment was we couldn't release. The hardest attachment we've ever had to sever and cut. Recent past, our King of Wands, I see it, I want it, it's mine. I'm working diligently to envision what I hope to experience, putting action and 3D energy toward that with love. And again, fast energy, the wheel of fate turns. Divine timing then speeds up on our passion orange sacral chakra. Whoa. Whoa, like Joey. Is it Joey? Was that blossom? What is blossoming? This new flower, the spring flowers of the pink strawberry, of that pink moon, not the strawberry moon, the pink moon of spring flowers, springtime, the culmination, balance, the culmination of justice from our own inner yin and yang. Man, can't get over it. What do you got? You guys seeing this? Are you seeing it? Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm going to get our all signs energy of advice. Let's check out where each sign is feeling. Actually, let's see what the house is, because I started talking about that. First cut is the deepest. I want to see Aries through Pisces, where this healing may occur or where this victory may lead. Aries, my priestess energy, esoteric knowledge. That's what leads us to victory here. That beautiful, I always use purple writing for air. The seventh chakra, our own energetic frequency that surrounds our crown and our entire body, our vibrational frequency. Crossed by, this is the healing. I can't make it up. Third eye. 4, Emperor, Aries energy, the stability returns. Okay, no longer deceiving ourselves with this 10 of Swords. Miss Haversham's leaving the building, guys. Miss Havisham is leaving the building. Okay, now I can go back to this, I guess. All right, Aries through Pisces. Let's see here. The heart of the reading is this attachment, or this hardest attachment to release. This can be whatever, either we are releasing, what are we surrendering, what is shifting, what are we concluding, coming back to finding out what was once lost. What is the realization here, Aries through Pisces? 3, 2, and 1. Cut 3. Aries through Pisces. No way. What are we surrendering? Tapping into esoteric knowledge, 7th chakra, by tapping into our own intuition. High Priestess brings us this victory. We're in Aries time right now. I can release my need to control, is the nucleus, the hardest attachment. What were we focusing on that we wanted it to be this certain way? Taurus, happiness, green energy. I love it. The dolphins, there's 3 there. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. So look at these per house as well. Your Aries house is what we're surrendering here for the opposite house of Libra for our balance. Gemini, relationships, the twins. I'm attracted to those people who only serve my higher good. Have a look at that. The flower of life. Cancer, doubt, the moon energy, confusion. I release the need to know all the answers. What I said, we're stop going, why? I know it was for my best and highest good. I can come out of that. Leo, I know that I am never alone. Tapping into this community energy. Look at this. All the light workers unite. Your own healing is the only requirement for you as a light worker. That's it. Because your own light exponentially adds to everyone. This is our collective energy here. Creativity, romance, pleasure, the 5th house of Leo. Standing all around the world, universally increasing the vibrational frequency of the planet, one healed heart at a time. Virgo, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, releasing judgment, honing our will in the South Node energy right now. The lesson is honing our will to exceptional levels. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Here comes my knight to send that message. Libra, forgiveness is this balance energy. We just had the Libra full moon. It's all about forgiveness, even if we don't love that anymore. We're releasing the attachment to the story. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. What Spirit wants us to know, beginner's mindset, changing our perspective that love isn't isn't hurtful. It's not meant to crush us to our knees. It's meant to give us the strength to show us how strong we are to get up. Scorpio, House of Secrets, fear. I realize that I am testing my own resolve to live in the energy of love, where the moon is today. We want to kind of have that hazy view if we are tempted to tap into the energy of fear instead of the energy of love. Wow. Sagittarius, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Beautiful gold energy here. The soul code chakra. Capricorn, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. That's our opportunity here, is Capricorn energy of the Queen of Pentacles. She's looking at the 3D experience. She's looking at this Ten of Swords. It's not a failure. It's just data. It is just for us to look at and understand. No failure, just learning. Wow. Aquarius. Orange sacral chakra has to do with fear, covering up or tamping down our creative energy. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate that. Wherever Aquarius is sitting in your chart, let's let this Ten of Swords turn into our Ace of Swords. Pisces, the very end of the zodiacal wheel, the very last lesson is that fulfilling our desires, we are meant to. The aha is that we're here on this earth to fulfill our desire. Every single one of us. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. It's exactly what we're doing here. We are understanding that we've got to understand and figure out, write it on paper. Like I said here, I see it, I want it, it's mine. What is that? And then once we understand, once it is, what that is, we tap into the feeling of already having it. And with that comes an improvement of health as well, guys. That's what this new node is all about, this new nodal lesson. Moving towards the blue Pisces and balancing with the Virgo of health, our physical body and the freedom of our spiritual body. We create that. We manifest ourselves to victory by tapping into spirit. What a gorgeous message. Oh, today I choose to live in the energy of love and not fear. What up, baby? Stav, how are you? Sending you love too. Thank you guys so, so much. What a gorgeous, gorgeous message that you all have co-created with me today with your beautiful energy. I can't even with these energies here, the head balancing with the heart of that pink moon, the moon opposing the sun, discovering our own uniqueness and allowing higher forces to shape our lives. It's here. It's really here. Tune in later because I'm going to be making a separate meditation for this healing so that if we are still stuck in the cave, that we can have some feminine energy, some help of this opportunity to pull us out with protection. Okay. I guess I'm seeing you later now. But for right now, much love with my heart to yours. Thank you again so much, everybody that is here today. I hope I got to say everybody's name. If I didn't, please put it in the comments because you were certainly not missed. Your energy was absolutely felt. I feel like I did get everybody. Okay. Man. Okay, I gotta let this go. I will see you guys later. Much love from my heart to yours, and bye bye for now.